So it's 11:50 a.m. on Thursday morning. What date is it today? 21st of January. So I've been and done mum and dad's grocery shopping for them. We got their shopping list off them last night. So I went straight to the supermarket, did all the shopping, taken it down, dropped it off for them, checked up on them because they had their first COVID vaccine injections yesterday, and they're not suffering any ill effects. Their arms aren't hurting, they don't have any kind of side effects whatsoever, so that's always good news. So I stayed and had a little drink with them, cup of tea, and then I'm coming back home. The rain stopped mostly, the sun's out, sky's blue, so the storm that we've had over the last couple of days seems to have kind of blown itself out, well, at least where we are in the UK anyway, in South Yorkshire. I can't really say the same for other parts of the UK. I know Nottingham area had snow again yesterday. We had a little bit of snow last night, but nothing heavy enough to lay, and seeing as it's rained a little bit, none of it has stayed put, it's all gone. So nice bright January day today with very, very little rain. It's not raining and it's not snowing. It's quite dry,
But it's cold.
but it's very cold. So we thought we would bring Mr Bentley down to the Valley Park that we discovered a few weeks ago. So we've walked rather than bring the car this time. So we've walked all the way down, and now we've joined the trail and we're just on our way to where the big lake is. So it's cold.
Myself and the brambles, you see now.
Too many smells, not enough time. Talking of smells,
Thank you.
see, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon and it's still frosty. It's never gone. Temperature's never raised itself from below freezing. I hope the ducks aren't frozen on the water. There's one down there. It's just come back out. So remember what I was saying about the lake being frozen? Most of them ducks are just stood on it. After that long walk, somebody should be worn out, but he isn't. Oi! Why aren't you tired? Eh?
Just a knack, I think.
No. Having something to eat.
Well, I've just been out with Bentley and something really, really strange has happened. Whether you know or not, on our left-hand side of where we live, there's a churchyard and a graveyard. And it's still in use now. People are being buried there all the time. But we walked past today. Bentley stopped in the middle of the drive to the graveyard, sat down, put his head to one side, put his paw out in front of him like he does to look cute, barked once, wagged his tail, got up and walked off. So I think he's seen somebody at the graveyard. It made me feel a bit tearful, to be honest, but he just sat down
and paused.
Paused, put one paw in front of the other like he does, went like that, barked once, tail wagged once, got up and we were off. So I think he's seen
somebody.
Probably it could be a child because he loves children.
Wow.
It could be anybody really because he loves everybody. But I thought I'd share that with you. As you can tell, we're back. He wants to play Teddy, so I'm going to go and play Teddy. But I thought I'd share that with you.
Spooky stuff. I've had one of those days today. Got up this morning and my brain I must have left it in bed because I've been completely and utterly scatterbrained all day. It's taken me about 4.5 hours to process and pack a load of website orders, which normally would only take me about an hour. I've had to redo some packaging. I ran out of packaging, so I had to redo some packaging. I did all sorts of stuff, really daft, niggly, kind of idiotic stuff that normally you don't do, but today I just seem to have had to have done, and it's just added delay on delay on delay. And then when I got back from the post office, I realised that the last lot of posts that I sent off about a week ago, I hadn't even updated the website to say that the orders had been completed. So yeah, I just seem to be losing the plot. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, so it kind of got finished and done about 1:30ish, where normally I'm done by about 10:30, which basically meant that everything else that I wanted to do today, like our grocery shopping, just got delayed and pushed back and pushed back. And as you can tell, I'm now on my way back from the supermarket and it's getting dark. It's 10:05 and it's getting dark, and I'm already just finished doing our supermarket shop. So I'll be glad when this day's over. See, I've just remembered something else. It's 10:05 and I still haven't uploaded my video for tonight. I've done it. I sat and filmed it yesterday. It's all edited and ready to go. I just completely forgot about actually uploading it, so I'm going to have to do that as soon as I get back. Otherwise, it'll be too late. So what's in the oven?
It was supposed to be caramel biscuits with salt on top and pecans and white chocolate.
So salted white chocolate and pecan cookies.
Yeah.
So what happened?
I forgot to put that in.
And that's what...
Caramel flavouring.
You forgot to put the caramel
Well, I got
in.
it all mixed in. I got all the wet ingredients and it was going really well. So I put all the nuts in and stuff and then put the flour in. As soon as I put the flour in, it went ba-dum, 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 and was ready to roll.
With that sound effect?
With that sound effect, yeah.
Oh.
Thump, pa-tum, pa-tum.
Oh, excellent.
So it's ready to come out anyway.
So these cookies are now just white chocolate and pecan?
Only.
Yeah.
Well, so like shortbread biscuits with white chocolate and pecans in.
Get them out then. Have a look. See, this is what he does when I go shopping. Oh, look at those.
They're the right colour as well.
They are, just the right colour. Let's see the chocolate chips, look. Oh, look at that, just nice and golden browny on the edges. And biscuity colour on top.
Look edible, don't they?
They do, almost. They're almost a uniform size. What did you do?
Well, instead of me just rolling them up and putting them on the tray, I decided I was going to use a cutter. So I rolled it out onto the surface and used a pastry cutter.
A cookie cutter.
Cookie cutter, yeah.
Oh, well,
so
it's the first time for everything, I suppose.
they're quite large, but I don't
fairly
see a problem with
uniform. Well, they will spread a bit as well, won't they?
that. Yeah.
But apart from one, there was one that looks a bit... There you go, that one. That one looks a bit...
A bit what?
I was going to say it's a bit deformed.
I think that's the one that I had all the bits with.
That was the last one.
That was the last one, yeah.
But very uniform.
And
You could almost bag those up and sell those in a shop.
like proper shop biscuits,
Absolutely.
but nicer.
Yes.
Well, I hope they're nicer. Look nice underneath.
They certainly do. I'll let you know how they taste later. Possibly, if I'm allowed.
Yeah, we'll see if you're a good boy first.
Well, I'm glad somebody's comfortable. Yeah. Doing your centrefold pose, Mr Bentley. So here's something you don't see very often. What are you doing?
I am. I'll show you. Hang on. Well, you know the junk journals that are not junk journals because
Your junkish journals.
My junkish journals. Well, I thought I'm going to make a big one, so I'm making an A4 one with machined pockets.
So almost, for the Americans, almost an 8.5 by 11.
Yeah, with pockets. It's got tags. The other pockets. It's got.
So you're using up some of the old
Tim Holtzy.
Tim Holtz papers and stuff, and some of that big ephemera.
Yeah.
Stuff we've got
And
from.
there's also their pockets, but I've also done some graphical pockets, and there's tags and all sorts to go in these.
Right.
I'm putting my own papers in as well, so
Right.
which are similar to this kind of thing. This is just a rubbish one that I'm just.
It's a tester.
It's a tester, so it's all steampunk all over it.
Right.
And it's going to go in the material which is just over there.
Can I sneak peek?
Yeah.
So that's going to be
The cover.
the cover.
Yes.
Nice. So, what brought me downstairs was the noise. You've learnt a new skill, haven't you?
I have. It's using the sewing machine.
Yes. Using the sewing machine to do paper stuff.
Yes. I have. It's good. I enjoy it. It's nice. I mean, it looks great when you've done it. Look.
Let's just see if we can do a zoom in.
It's not supposed to be perfect.
No, of course it isn't. Are you going to leave some of the tails on the stitching?
Yes, little short tails, but not long ones.
Right. Talking of short tails, t-shirt.
Oh yeah, double knee.
So you're having fun?
I'm having great fun. Yeah, this will be for sale in a couple of weeks' time when I finished it. But
right.
It's yeah, I'm enjoying myself. I've got boxes full of ephemera and all sorts of things, so it's going to be ace.
And you're not just doing the one, are you?
I'm making only one of those.
I thought you were doing two.
No, I'm making the big one.
Oh, of course. And then you're
I'm
doing
doing some mini
you're
ones.
doing a
about this
mini
big.
one. Right. So stay tuned for some fantastic new things coming later. So while I've been waiting for my video editing software to finish processing and stitching all the pieces of video together, and also waiting for YouTube while I'm uploading a video. I was kind of just fiddling with bits. I was fiddling with bits of paper and leftovers and bits of scraps and stuff that I've just been sitting on my desk for ages. Bits of Tim Holtz paper that aren't really good for anything. And I had a sheet of those little snippets on the sticker sheets kind of thing. And I was just fiddling and cutting little bits of paper up and just had a glue stick. And just while I was waiting and just watching and keeping a watchful eye on the upload and the rendering going on, I just kind of absent-mindedly started putting things together and gluing things together, and before you know it, in about 20 minutes I'd altered a matchbox. It's an empty matchbox. We use the matchsticks for other stuff, but I don't tend to throw like the little matchboxes away, so I've covered it with a little bit of Tim Holtzy paper with some of those little little snippet sayings on the front. I've left the sides, but I've done the back as well, just distressed it all. But the inside, I've made some little miniature washi tape, put one of the photo booth pictures in, cut it down and stuck it in, and just added a few little number things in there. But I've also lined the tray, look. So I've created a mini Matchbox masterpiece. Perhaps that's a thing. Perhaps I ought to do more. So cute. The thing is, you can have it up, or you can have him secreted away. I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. Thank you.